so nice to be out there at West Bloomfield High School for their signing day, and it's always amazing to see those athletes talk about their experience at West Bloomfield High School, be so grateful not only to their teammates who they've battled in the trenches with, but also to their coaches and especially to the community, and definitely was highlighted at their February signing day. Someone that was also very proud and was all smiles that entire afternoon was Eric Pierce, West Bloomfield High School Athletic Director, who joins us now on the Splash Live. Eric, thank you for being with us this morning.
Oh, thank you, Tyler, so much for having me.
Yeah, I mentioned in that story, that's kind of your Super Bowl. These signing days collectively, there's always a big smile on your face. There's so much excitement seeing you at each and every one of these. Take us through that experience for you as an athletic director to see these signing days and these athletes that you've been around all these years achieve what's been a dream of theirs.
Well, I tell you, I think in the piece that you just did, you summed it up really well. This is the culmination of years of hard work for these student athletes, and to be able to be a part of it, and to be able to see them mature through the years, and to show their appreciation to the school and to everybody that's helped support them and help them. And I always tell them we're the lucky ones. They give us so much to cheer for, but they in turn, they're lucky as well, but they made their own luck in a sense. And the amount of pride that we have in these student athletes going and representing us at the next level is just incredible.
Yeah, they go on, they do these great things, not only at the collegiate level, but we've been seeing more and more in recent years that a lot of our West Bloomfield athletes are going pro. We look at Matthew Judon in the NFL. We're looking toward, definitely a year from now, we'll be hearing Donovan Edwards' name, perhaps even Makari Page, and so many others that are making great accomplishments in other sports outside of football, too. And you've been around for this journey. As West Bloomfield's kind of turned into a powerhouse across so many sports. What do you believe's been kind of that secret behind it?
I think it's just the general community feel of our school. We truly believe in Laker Nation. It's not just a mantra. It's not just a slogan. It's not just any of those things. We truly believe in it, and we live it. You see the amount of support that people have from our student body, from our community, from our admin. It's all those different types of things that blend into making what we are, the product that we put out on the field, and then making sure that we can support them in terms of having the right facilities and having the right athletic supplies that they need for the team. But everybody wants to come together, everybody wants to perform well, and everybody has goals, and we try to give them the platform to achieve it.
And that goes back to when schools have issues periodically through the years, particularly financial, and administrations have to make tough decisions. Often some of those first things out the door are the arts and some sacrifices in athletics. But these are really great examples at West Bloomfield High School of what can be accomplished when a school district and when a community invests in sports. And that all kind of goes back to one question, which is, why are sports important in an educational environment?
Oh, there's a number of reasons why athletics are so important. The life lessons that you learn in athletics are huge. I spoke about this last night at the board meeting with honoring Greg Alessi and his 500th career dual meet victory. But it teaches you resilience. It teaches you how to deal with issues. It teaches you how to handle success. It teaches you to work for what you want to accomplish. All while going through time management and having to work with other people that you have to learn to trust. It's really a beautiful thing, and it mirrors things that we do every single day in our general lives as we get older. So athletics really sets a nice base for all these students that are out there, and gives them some common ground to work with as they mature and grow older and look to become bigger and better in life.
And you can see in these athletes, if you follow along with them, if you watch their body language, the way they behave on the field or on the court, the way they improve their game over time, and even the way they interact with their fellow athletes on their team and around that, they're learning those life lessons when they're practicing and when they're playing each and every day. And Eric Pierce is with us, athletic director at West Bloomfield High School. You've been a coach in some of these sports at West Bloomfield over the years, even before you were the athletic director. And so much of these lessons do come from those one-to-one interactions with coaches. And we had a great opportunity last night to honor one of the legendary coaches at West Bloomfield High School, and Greg Alessi. He recently accomplished his 500th win. You had a chance to recognize him at last night's meeting, but we also heard from him about what's important to him, why he's enjoyed his time at West Bloomfield High School and has stayed there for so long. We have a clip from that, Calvin, back in Master Controls. We can show that to the audience, what Greg Alessi had to say at last night's meeting.
I want to say it's been a privilege being with the West Bloomfield School District for so long. It's an accomplishment, but it's really about the kids. And Eric was spot on. It's really about the kids and the relationships we build. I mean, one of the kids told me, Coach, 500 wins. You must be really old or really good. And I said, well, a little bit of both, probably. But I've been here for 35 years. I've been through a lot of different administrations at the high school. You got a great AD right here. He's wonderful. Everything we need, we get. He's understanding. He knows sports. So I really appreciate having Eric around. But it's the kids, it's the community, and I'm very grateful and happy to be honored. So thank you so much.
Eric, you've been around Greg Alessi for your entire career at West Bloomfield High School. You've seen the way he's continued to build and maintain that wrestling program. What has a coach like Greg Alessi meant to West Bloomfield High School?
Well, I tell you, the continuity with the Greg Alessi is something that you can't replace. I mean, obviously, he said 35 years at West Bloomfield, and when we talk about the years, there's been big teams, there's been small teams, but the one constant is that every single wrestler in that program is learning some of those skills and life lessons that we talked about. And he runs a fantastic program here at West Bloomfield. You talk about your unassuming coaches who truly put the kids in the limelight and make it all about them. And that's Greg Alessi. He cares for everyone. He supports everyone. He lets them know that he's there for them. And I tell you, it's a pleasure to watch his teams as they develop throughout the years. And currently right now, a lot of success in our wrestling program as they won the league championship and also the district championship and are going to be participating in regionals against Heartland on Wednesday.
Eric Pierce is with us on the Splash Live, athletic director at West Bloomfield High School. You can keep up to date with all of our West Bloomfield High School athletics across all of their seasons all year long by visiting westbloomfieldathletics.com. And Eric, we're in the middle of the winter sports season. We're getting toward playoff time, and our teams are surging right now. The volleyball team's doing excellent. You mentioned the wrestling team is deep in their playoff run, and we're getting toward basketball playoff season, too, with both the girls' team, one of the best in the state, and the boys' team, kind of quietly been climbing the ranks. They're approaching the top 10, currently ranked number 12 in the state by the D-Zone Hoops. Talk about these teams in this particular season and what has made them, in your opinion, so dominant across the board.
Well, the girls basketball program is one that we've been fortunate to see the last few years and how dominant they've been. And to be the number one team in the state and to have that target on your back and to be able to handle that the way they've had to handle it all year and go about their business. They definitely have a mission, and their mission is to win the state title this year. They feel like they, should be going for a three-peat this year, and last year when losing in the championship, I think just motivated them a little bit more to continue their hard work and to get back to the place where they can go and be state champions again. But they're an absolute pleasure to watch. And one thing that I do want to mention about the girls basketball team is we do have an event, a community event on February 23rd for their game against Stony Creek, where we're inviting all fifth graders in the West Bloomfield School District out to do an autograph signing, get a free T-shirt, get some pizza, and meet the players before their game, and then get free admission into the game as well. It should be an excellent, exciting event. But that's what we see with our girls basketball program. We see that they're wonderful members of our community. And then they're excellent ball players as well. When you talk about boys basketball, 9 straight wins for Arnett Jordan's group, and they're playing extremely well also. Currently tied for the league lead with North Farmington. And you said they're ranked number 12, and that's true. They've had a tough schedule. They've played all the big boys in Division I and done really well. And I couldn't be more proud of how they're playing right now. And I look forward to a run in a tough district for them. But we can definitely make some noise. Other sports as well have done a wonderful job this year. Our girls ski team just finished second in their conference meet last week. We had our snowboarding team was second in their state qualifying meet. Ice hockey's got a winning record this year, 10-6-2. Bowling's doing well and up and running. We have more bowlers than we've ever had in the program. Gymnastics, competitive cheer. I mean, it just keeps on going and going and going, and we're doing wonderfully. And I do want to mention Chase Smith, third in swim and dive. So he's our diver for our diving team. Finished third in the county meet with a score that we haven't seen in a very long time here at West Bloomfield. So an excellent job by Chase Smith with that as well.
Yeah, you're building programs over there. It's the coaches, it's the players, it's the community that's all coming together to help build these programs into the powers that they've become, and we see the effects that it has on our kids in their schools each and every day. Eric, anything else you'd like to say before we let you go today?
Well, I just want to say thank you, Tyler. You're always there to support us and Civic Center TV and the Splash and always giving us a platform for all that we do. You guys truly are excellent supporters of Laker athletics, and I really want to thank you for that. All of our students really appreciate it, and definitely the staff here as well. But I do want to reiterate the February 23rd date. Please make sure that you come out and support our girls basketball team in their last home game of the season on February 23rd. As we have that community event, it should be a great time, especially for the fifth graders that are able to get autograph posters and everything of that nature. And then please follow us in the playoffs and give us your support. We need it out there, and we're looking to make a lot of long runs for everybody.
Yeah, we're hoping to get a lot of these teams into championship ball later on in this season on the court and other championship sporting events too across our very successful winter sports programs. Eric, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tyler. Truly appreciate you.